Hello everyone. In today's session, we all are going to look at those 12 forms of tense. So let's begin with the present tense. So in present tense, we have 4 forms: present simple, present perfect, present continuous, and then present perfect continuous. Let's begin with present simple. Present simple has a simple formula where with subject we put verb's first form, then we add s or es based on the requirement, and then we put object at the end. I hope we all know that simple present tense indicates an action that is generally true or habitual. For example, he waters the plants every day. Let's look at another form, present continuous. Present continuous tense, what is the formula here? Subject plus helping verb is am or are plus verb plus ing plus object. Present continuous tense indicates an action that is taking place at the moment of speaking. So when the man is doing something at the same moment, that time I can say he is driving the car towards school. He was taking this action at the moment when I was speaking. Alright, moving on to the next form, and that is present perfect. Present perfect, how do we create a sentence in present perfect tense? We put subject, then has or have, plus verb's third form, and then object. Present perfect indicates an action that has been completed sometime before the present moment. Okay, let's look at an example. He has shared his book with his friend. So which means that he has already taken this action. Moving on to the next case, that says present perfect continuous. Subject plus has or have plus been plus verb plus ing and object. She has been working hard. This is an example of present perfect continuous. And this indicates an action that started in the past and is continuing at the present time. So something started in the past and still going on. In that case, we use present perfect continuous. The way I created this example, she has been working hard. Let's look at other forms of tense. Now we are going to talk about the past forms: past simple, past perfect, past continuous, and past perfect continuous. So let's begin with past simple. Past simple, how do we create the sentence? We use subject, then we put verb's second form, and then object at the end. Remember, simple past tense indicates an action took place before the present moment and has no real connection with the present time. So when we are talking about something that happened in the past and has no connection with the present, in that case, it is a simple past tense. Let's have a look at this sentence. They gave gifts on her birthday. Means the action is already done. Right? Moving on to the next form, that is past continuous. Subject plus was or verb as the helping verb, then verb, then we add ing in it, and then we write object. Past continuous tense talks about an action that's going on in the past time. Okay? It was happening sometime in the past. That time we use past continuous. For example, our spaceship was moving towards the moon. Alright, moving to past perfect. Now past perfect, we put subject in the beginning of the sentence, then we put had, then we write verb's third form and then object. Let's look at an example. They had many questions to ask. Now in this case, we are able to indicate an action in the past that had been completed before another time. Basically, when I'm talking about it, it is done sometime in the past. Okay? So started in the past, got completed in the past means past perfect. Moving on to the next form, that is past perfect continuous. Understand. Remember the meaning of past perfect. You will be able to understand what is past perfect continuous. What is the formation? Subject, then had, then been, then verb plus ing and then object. Let's have a look at this example. He had been thinking about his performance. He had been thinking about his performance. The sentence somewhere indicate an action in the past that took place before this present moment. Right? And it's still going on. Moving on to the next tense, that is future tense. Let's talk about its all four types. So, we are going to again begin with future simple, then we will continue to future perfect, then future continuous, and then future perfect continuous. Simple future tense. We simply add will or shall with the subject, and we put our verb's first form and then object at the end. Let's have a look at this example. Rohit will write his answers in the exam. This simply clears that we are talking about an action that will take place after this present time when I'm talking about it. Okay? And it has no real connection with the present time. I'm talking everything about the upcoming time, future time. Moving on to the next form, that is future continuous. When something is going to continue in future, future continuous. Subject plus will be or shall be plus verb, then ing and then object. Let's have a look at an example. That is, we will be dancing on the latest music. In this case, what are we doing? We are talking about the future action that we are going to take, that will be happening in the future. Right? Moving on to the next one, that is future perfect. Subject plus will have plus verb's third form and object. Susie will have her own phone today. Something that is going to happen soon. It indicates an action in the future that will have been completed before another one. So when you try to compare two actions and you say that it will be done, it will have been done before that. Such cases are future perfect case. Moving on to the next one, that is future perfect continuous. Subject plus will have been plus verb plus ing and then object. Let's have a look at this example. She will have been cooking a dish. This sentence clarifies that we are talking about an action in the future that will have been continuing. Basically, we have started it already and we are saying that it will be going on in the future as well. That's why it's future perfect continuous. I hope you understood all 12 forms of tense. We're going to learn them in detail definitely. For now, let's practice this